All right, Shalom, Yasharala. This is the brother Abaka La Awalam um, with the second part of Are You Black? Um, Going into another definition. And first and foremost, I want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah, Bashem Rekakadash, and double honors to the apostles and elders that I learned this truth from, the men of GMS, you know, and the brethren with the like-minded doctrine. Um, Shalom to all, the body of Yahweh Shah, and getting back to the second part of an edifying video. Hope to edify the body of Yahweh Shah. Um, Going to the definition of Hebrew, going to trace this the original people, the people of the Most High was called Hebrew, were first called Hebrew, the Hebrews, and I'm gonna get the definition again. I'm gonna get a definition of what Hebrew is. It says Hebrew is a member of the Semitic people inhabiting ancient Palestine and claiming descendant from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, which would be the Israelites. An Israelite, that's what it says there. An Israelite. Definition 2. It says a Semitic language of the Afro-Asiatic family, language of the ancient Hebrews, which although not in a vernacular use from 100 BC to the present century, was retained as the scholarly and liturgical liturgical language, if I'm pronouncing that right, of the Jews, and now is the national language of Israel. You know, and we're gonna get into that. See that's say Hebrew. The Hebrews is basically the Israelite descendants from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and they're also recognized as a people of Afro-Asiatic family. So, what other people do you know on the planet that's considered Afro? For example, Afro-American. There's no other people on the face of the earth that's considered of the Afro descent. Slakia. Of the Afro descent. Now we're gonna get into that word Afro-Asiatic. First, we'll get into the word Afro. Afro says of or pertaining to Afro Americans or to tradition, black tradition, culture, etc. Afro Americans, Afro hairstyles. See, we used to wear the style that was an Afro, a custom that was kept in America's, at the time, the 60s or 70s, the Afros. And, jump down to the definition of the term Afro American. It says pertaining to Americans, especially Negro Americans, African origin or descent, which we haven't we're not originally from Africa. We just fled into Africa to escape on the Roman persecution during 70 A.D. And you get to this Afro Asiatic. It says Afro. It's kind. It says Afro of belonging to or pertaining to Afro Asiatic Hamato Semitic. You know, which that is that they try to blend the Hamites, which is of Ham, with the Semites, which is of Shem. You know, is Hamatos is basically the Hamites, which are the Africans, and Semitic is from Shem. And it says Hamatos, Hamatos slash Hamatos slash Semitic. You know, but you know that's two different nations. I'm gonna get the definition of to clarify that right here. Slacker, give me a second. Let me get this definition for y'all guys. For the see right here, out of the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary, and give you the definition of Ham. So you get to highlight it. It said he became the progenitor of the dog races, not the Negroes, but the Egyptians, the Ethiopians, the Libyans, and the Canaanites, which all of those are Africans. And the Negroes, we are not part of Africa. We are not from the lineage of Ham. We are from the lineage of Shem. Show you the definition right there. That'll give you there's a distinction between um, Hamato, Semitic. So going back to the Hebrew word, it says Hebrew, so that lets you know it's a particular race. That by definition, the Hebrews, also known as the Israelites, are of are dark skinned people. You know, stated here we are from the so called African, I mean so called Negroes, which is we the so called Negroes make up the Southern tribe, make up a partial of the Southern tribe. And now we're gonna jump to what Israel, Israelite, the definition of Israelites. Like it, yeah, got here. It says Israel, and it says jump to 4. Israel was known as the Southern Kingdom. Definition says the Southern Kingdom or the Hebrews, included in the 10 tribes, sometimes called by the name of the chief tribe Ephraim. You know, in Samaria. See, that's what Israel. That's what they go. Israel. See, on the northern tribe is known through the Bible also as Israel. When the kingdom broke up in two, and the southern tribe is known as Judah. You know, so the definition of Israelite, it says descendant of Jacob, especially a member of the Hebrew people who was inhabited who inhabited the ancient kingdom of Israel. one of the groups considered by the members or by others as God's chosen people. See that? That lets you know who's God's chosen people. The Israelites only, you know, of or pertaining to ancient Israel or his people. Hebrew. You know, Israelites are the Hebrews. That's just the definition there. You also got Issachar down here, which is we're not gonna really get into that, but that's Issachar. That is one of the 12 tribes, son of Jacob. You know, which make up the so-called Mexicans. They are the tribe from there, the tribe of Issachar. And I think that's all we need to know about that. But I'm gonna jump to the scriptures. Also account Moses in Exodus. You know, Exodus. When Moses was freeing the Hebrews from the Egyptians. You know, this is in the process of him trying to convince the people, the Hebrews, that he's spoken to the higher power, which is Yahweh. You know, Exodus 4:1 it says, "And Moses answered and said, but behold, they would not believe me nor hearken unto my voice, for they will say, Yahweh have not appeared unto thee." Just the people that wouldn't believe that he spoke to Yahweh. Jump into verse verse 6, just to get to the point. Basically, going back to his complexion. And Yahweh said furthermore, put now thy hand into thy bosom, and he put his hand into this bosom, and when he took it out, behold, the hand was leprous as snow. See, see that his hand was leprous as snow. Was leprous means white, and and he put and he said, put thy hand into thy bosom again, and he put his hand into his bosom again, and he plucked it out of his bosom, and behold, it was turned again as his other flesh, which it was melanin came back. So that lets you know that the people of that time, the Hebrews, the Israelites, all 12 tribes had or people of melanin. They had melanated people. People were people that had brownish complexion, a copper brownish complexion. You know, that's just to clear it up. You know, this is that people, and we are not black. You know, that was something that was which was a curse. We were gonna be called bywords and proverbs. Was black, Latino, Mexican, which means mix. Puerto Rican just means rich port, Puerto riches. You know, Latin. All that just that's a language. If I'm not mistaken, what Latin is, I know in this term, but where it goes originate from, the etymology of it, I'm not sure of what Latin is, what it really means. Latin really means, but that lets you that just give you proof that the chosen people of Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai was people of melanin complexion, which is it's the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American. That we make up. The chosen people, which also that's just an account, physical an account in complexion, but also the curses. It says in Deuteronomy 28, it says that the curses will cleave onto us. So I think that's all I need to go into. Yeah, that's all I need to cover. I see that's difference. And we are not black, we're not African American, which like I was stating before in the other video, Africa is named after um, I can't think of this guy's first name, but his last name is Africanus. which he conquered Africa and named it after himself, and America is named after Amerigo Vespucci. Which both of those guys, if I'm not mistaken, are Spaniards. You know, so you can't be called. You can't be called after two different so-called white people, white guys. You know, they were white guys. So that's just another brief a video on the clarification of black being tied of wickedness. You know, black darkness is wicked. You know what I'm saying? That's what black is. And you're not black. Black is a color. Black is wicked. And hope the body Yahweh Yahweh Shah was edified. And shalom to the next time.